If you were in my place, what would you have done? Because that's the question I ask myself every single night when my phone's on silent, the room's dark, and my brain won't shut up, since on the outside everything looks fine but on the inside it feels like a full-on war, one part of me saying let it go, move on, and the other part saying wait, maybe there's still something left to save. And I keep replaying all the little things that never felt big back then. Like the good morning texts that slowly started coming late, the calls that kept getting pushed to later, the plans that always got rescheduled to next weekend, and I kept lying to myself saying this is normal, this is how relationships are, when the truth was I was straight up ignoring the loudest thing of all. Her silence, that kind of silence that hits harder than yelling, those moments when she was right there but felt miles away, and I'd laugh it off saying, she's probably just tired, because admitting the truth meant accepting that maybe I wasn't enough, or maybe I just wasn't showing up when it mattered, and that thought messes you up the most, because effort isn't just about love, it's about priority. And I still remember the day she looked at me and asked, "Are you actually here?" And I half smiled and said, "Yeah, of course," without realizing that wasn't a joke. It was her last call for help, and if you were in my place maybe you would have stopped right there, put the phone down, looked her in the eyes, and asked, "Tell me what you need," but I was too busy trying to seem strong, trying to look chill, trying to act like I didn't care, when in reality I cared more than anything. I just didn't know how, or maybe didn't want to say it, because being vulnerable means facing your own screw-ups, and that's not easy. And then one day it ended, not all at once, but slowly, like a song fading out until you don't even realize it's over until the room goes completely quiet. And after that people ask, "Why don't you just move on?" Like moving on is some switch you flip, but they don't get that I don't even know what I'm supposed to move on from her, or the version of me I was when I was with her. Because you don't just fall in love with a person, you fall in love with the future you imagine together, and when that breaks there's no sound, but the glass stays stuck inside you, cutting you from the inside out. And every day I ask myself, if you were in my place what would you have done? Would you have said sorry without making excuses? Would you have listened without getting defensive? Would you have stayed when everything started slipping away? Or would you have done what I did and convinced yourself that time would fix it all? Because that's the easiest lie to believe, but the truth is time doesn't fix anything unless you actually do something. And now that she's gone I finally understand what presence really means. I finally get that love isn't just a feeling, it's work you choose to do every single day, or choose not to. And I didn't choose it, not on purpose, but I still didn't choose it, and maybe that's the worst part, thinking you're trying while the other person feels completely alone. And even now on some nights I catch myself checking her last scene and thinking about sending a message, just one line, "You good?" But I stop, because sometimes loving someone means stepping back, accepting that you're no longer part of their story, and that realization wrecks your ego, but maybe that's what growing up